Everywhere you look, you see the headlines asking if artificial intelligence will take our jobs. Much of this is hype, but some of it gets at very real questions about AI's impact on our future. The question is, how can you be prepared and best adapt to the intelligently automated future? I'm Paul Raitzer, founder and CEO of Marketing Artificial Intelligence Institute. In this video, you'll learn what jobs will be taken over by AI in the future and what skills will remain essential in an AI-first world. I've done hundreds of talks on artificial intelligence, and almost every time someone asks me right off the bat, am I going to lose my job? AI will replace humans in some jobs, but it will also create new opportunities. To understand what machines will excel at and what will remain uniquely human, we have to start with what are machines very good at doing. Machines excel at things that are very hard for humans, like intelligently automating repetitive tasks. So doing things over and over and over again, except the machine never gets tired, it never forgets, and it can just keep going. The other is managing large data sets, finding anomalies in the data sets, making predictions based on that data. The machine doesn't get tired of looking at data and analyzing it. And so those are things that humans aren't very good at. On the opposite end, things that come easy for humans are very hard for machines. Walking. It's very difficult to teach a machine how to walk. Object recognition. Like if a toddler looks at two objects and you say this is a cat and this is a dog, the toddler is going to remember the difference. Machines don't work that way. So that's a starting point to think about the things that will remain uniquely human, is to understand the things that machines are going to have a very hard time learning and excelling at. The thing I always tell people is if you do a very specific repetitive task, and that is all you do every day, such as A/B testing landing pages or figuring out media spend for digital advertising, those things will go away. Those tasks machines are better at right now. So if your job is a very specific, repeatable task, you should be looking for a new one right now and leveling up your skill sets. So there will be some jobs, but for the most part, what's going to disappear are specific roles or tasks within jobs. You're going to make a list of all these things you do every day, and you're going to find the things that you can intelligently automate because they're repetitive. The other reality is anytime there's a major technological innovation or transformation in any industry, new jobs are created that we can't imagine yet. And that's the exciting thing to me, is I think we're going to see a whole new realm of opportunities emerge for people to define totally new career paths applying AI to marketing. In order to imagine what these future roles may look like, we need to think about the skills and traits that remain uniquely human. For example, empathy. A machine does not have feelings. It doesn't understand human feelings. There's lots of things you can do with emotion and AI. It can be trained to see sad faces. It can use things called facial recognition to actually know that you're frowning or that you're crying, and it can be told that that means that human is sad. So if it knows that a human is sad, it can actually evolve its prediction of messaging. It might evolve the ads that are running to that person. It might evolve the images within ads, but the machine itself doesn't feel emotion or truly understand human emotion. So empathy is almost impossible to give to a machine. And when you think about, as a marketer, how important that is to our job, to understand consumers, to understand pain points, to understand fears they have, we can't teach the machine those things. And so empathy is a critical trait moving forward. Strategy is another uniquely human ability. A machine doesn't know what to predict, and it doesn't know what to do with the prediction unless it's told by a human. There's a great book called Prediction Machines that says the future of all work in every industry is telling the machine what to predict and knowing what to do with the prediction. And so when we think about marketing and how strategy applies, the machine will be there to help solve problems. It will be there to intelligently automate things, but it needs to be told what to do, what problems to solve. And that's going to be where marketers come in, is being able to look at problems in their business and say, I know that AI can help me solve this better. Creativity, I would argue, remains uniquely human. There are some AI experts who would say that AI has demonstrated creativity in solving problems, but in my opinion, it's math. The machine isn't taking life experiences and it's not using emotion to come up with new ideas. It's not creative in the way that we are creative as humans. When you think about music or artwork or writing, so much of what we've gone through in our lives is what enables the output. So much more goes into the creative process. And so I would just say that to me, creativity as we know it and have come to define it is not possible in machines. Curiosity is another that I consider uniquely human. As humans, so much of what we seek to discover and to learn comes from that curiosity within us to be better, to go to new places. The machine doesn't go looking for problems to solve. It doesn't have intrinsic motivation to get better. And so curiosity to me and all the things that become possible as a result of it remain uniquely human. Intuition is critical to the role of every marketer. So much of what we decide to do is based on instinct. Machines don't have instinct, they have probabilities of an outcome happening. The real opportunity and the real magic, though, comes when you combine those two things. When the machine makes predictions based on probabilities and the human uses intuition to figure out if those predictions make sense. Once we understand the things that remain uniquely human and the things that the machine excels at, AI actually has the potential to make us more human as individuals and as brands. Once the machines do what they do, intelligently automating tasks, it's going to drive efficiency within businesses. It's going to free up human resources to do uniquely human things. So you can look at it and say, great, we can cut costs, we can reduce staff. But what if you looked at it the other way and said, well, what good can we do with this time? Can we listen to our customers better? Can we be more socially responsible? Can we find better ways to get involved in the community? And so there's this part of me that believes that AI is actually the opportunity to, while intelligently automating tasks, open up the possibility to become more human, to become better people, to do more good for our customers, for our prospects, for our employees, and for society. AI isn't making humans obsolete anytime soon, but the landscape and the industry have changed. In order to deliver the level of personalization and convenience that modern consumers expect, brands must embrace AI, and marketing must become marketer plus machine.